one more thing. I remember you sent me a portal family, something like that, and you just wanted to control the visibility of that portal, right? So let me just open this here. And this was done on 19th, project 1, and then let's just open it. So this is your family, the same family, right? And we are in level 1, and then sorry, level 0, and then level 1. Okay. Let me just check which category is this. This is structural framing, and then structural framing. Yeah, okay. So you see the plates are actually not visible, which were earlier visible. If I open the family which you sent, let me open that family. I'm opening a new project. Any template, okay. That's the architecture one. Okay. And now I'm opening the family which you sent. Should be there in questions. This one. So one family was there outside. Okay, this is the later one. Okay, let me open this. And then I'm going to load this in a new project. That should be, I think, project 2. The new one. The new one is the project 2. Yeah, this is project 2. So it was showing the plates on top, and then this is not showing the plate on top. This is the plate on the bottom. Okay. One more thing, if you see in the middle, earlier, this is the family which came from your side. This is also showing the plates on top, but now it is not showing. However, if you go to the level 1, this is the corrected one actually I'm showing you. And if you go to the
level 1, where is the beams? The PEP.
Sorry?
Beams. Beam type. This is level 2, no? Which means the roof level, upper level.
Yeah, level 1 is the upper level, level 0 is the lower level. And if you want to see it on the 3D view also, you can see it like this. This is level 1, the upper level, and this is level 0. So on 0, only this plate will be visible, the bottom plate, and this and the upper plate will not be visible on level 0, 0. You see, the upper plate is not visible, only the bottom one is visible. Okay, so what is the arrangement I made? I actually intended to deal it with the help of the subcategory. So as you must be knowing that this family which you sent is actually the combination of 2-3 categories. However, this is a structural framing, but still if you open this, there are 2 categories.
That is nested family.
Yeah, nested families. So if I check the category of the nested family, so this is a structural connection. Yeah. And also I think the generic models was also there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Structural framing.
All are created from generic model and then I will convert them to framing.
Yeah, so there are 2-3 things. If I check it here in the families, that what are the types?
All
Structural
connections are from connections.
connections as from connections. Okay, let's take it only the connections. What I made it, let me just show you. if this is a
Connection.
connection family, okay? So you can just edit this family and then see this is having the extrusion. And if I edit this group and then see what is this category, this is again a structural connection. Again, this is a family, okay? So what I did is actually for this particular extrusion, I just went to the object styles and then created one subcategory in the structural connection, which is top.
No, I didn't get it. Once again.
Sorry?
Repeat question. Once again, repeat.
Yeah, in every part of this family. For example, it is having 2 or 3 families,
That's okay.
nested family. In
Then
in this family, you may be having 2 or 3 types of families loaded as a nested one, okay? You have to go and check in every family and you have to create subcategory. First of all, in the same family which you are having, you have to just check in the object styles. You have to create new subcategory from here. Modify subcategory, you can create new. Okay, structure under the structural framing, you have a new category which is top. I have just created it as a top. Once I have created it as a top, and then you see, for example, this is what do you call? This is structural connection. You have to just open the family, and then you have to see that which part you want to have it. For example, this has to be something which need to go under a subcategory, which is top. Subcategory is top. If you select this, you can see from here, you can opt which subcategory it has to be. Because if I have created the subcategory as a top, you can see here it has been created as a top. Okay, in the object styles.
Okay, where you
if you want me to, I can repeat this process from the original family. I think that will be fine.
No. From here, where you created that subcategory in this family?
Select
Yeah.
then.
No need to
In this
select.
family or the main family?
In all the nested families, you have to create the subcategory because in the connection, in the structural framing, you need to have that subcategory. So for creating the subcategory in this structural connection, which is the nested family, I have just go to the object styles, and here we have to create new subcategory, which is top I have created.
As many connections you are using, all the connections has to go through the same process.
Yeah, and especially the one which you want to hide actually with the help of those top, because if these are bearing the top subcategory and these are not even having the top subcategory. So what I did in the project, I simply just go in the visibility graphics and then just check the structural framing. Maybe first of all, it is the framing, and then I have just turned it off, the top one. I was trying with the other naming also, top connections.
Whenever we creating the subcategory, it will be visible under the framing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we can control.
Again,
Control.
yeah. Again, for the structural connections, yeah. In the connections also, you have to use this. You have to turn it off. The top one, the subcategory which you have created. That's the only way you can hide the things. Otherwise, I noticed in this family there were certain parameters being created, hidden line for top, or maybe something visibility parameter.
That is for the symbolic line, just for the controlling the symbolic line.
Yeah, that's
symbolic
okay.
line.
Yeah, that's okay. That can be acceptable. But I was just trying to tell you that with the help of the visibility parameter, it is not going to help, because once you select this any element and either you check it or uncheck, so it is not the view specific. It is for the all entire project. If, for example,
And there.
yeah. So if I'm selecting anything and if I'm opting to make it visible, so it will be visible across the project. It is not going to be hide in one view and the other view, it will be turn it on. So only the visibility graphics control can give you that freedom to turn it off in the desired view wherever you want to turn it on or turn it off. Yeah, subcategories. The only way I found it is useful.
Okay, for controlling this in project in my understanding, what I did know, as per the visual style, which means the medium file, I can I play it like with that.
Yeah,
In
detail level.
ground floor,
Yeah, detail level also you can
medium level.
control, but
Visual style as I
this
did
is
that one as per the visual style. But this
Yeah.
thing, no, what I feel when you told the subcategory, that is the new thing.
Yeah, that is good.
that is
That is
actually
also
good because I'm telling you why, because you can also control it with the coarse, medium, or fine detail level. But if there are certain requirement and you cannot change the detail level of a view, and it is recommended to use the fine detail level
That
in
is
every view,
some constraints are there, the visual styles.
then you will
When
stop.
playing with the visual styles, some constraints are there.
Yeah.
That is not good. This is okay, better, this one, the subcategory.
Yeah, subcategory will be the good solution for this kind of things.
This is applicable for our family.
All family, wherever you want, you can create subcategory.
Subcategory.
how to make just one more show subcategory.
Look,
Okay.
Can you create one subcategory?
Yeah, let me just close this and then I will open the one which you have sent. I will do it as a fresh thing, okay?
Okay. The
I'm just-
subcategory is based on the view based, no?
Visibility.
View based.
Visibility, yes, visibility. It is about the
Yes.
visibility graphics, and this is view specific.
Okay.
I'm just opening a new project. Any template I can take because I am more comfortable with the architecture. So I'm opening that.
Okay.
And then opening the family which you have sent me. Okay. This is not having any subcategory. This is simply not having any subcategory. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just show you that in the object style there is no subcategory named top. Okay. So I will create a new one. What I will do, first of all, I'll have to see that whether it is having any, yes, it is having a sweep. Can you see it? This is having a sweep, and this sweep is not having any subcategory. This is none. This is set to none. So if I want to make it purposely to be visible or not visible, to be controlled by the visibility, because this is the top one, I don't want to see it on the top, or maybe, so I've simply just go to the object style and create a new category. This time I will name it differently. Elements above. Maybe like this, okay? Just make it a different color. And now I'll go, rather than turning off the visibility, I'm just making it a red in color. In every connection, everywhere, I will make it red in color. Element above. Let me make it and then copy elements above. I'm just copying this name so that it will be consistent everywhere. Elements above. Now I'll have to identify that first this family and this family. If I select all instances, see, this is a different family, 1, 2, and 3, the bolts. And this is something else on this side. This is a different, this is simple extrusion, right? This is not a family. So for this one, I will put this into the category I have created, which is elements above. As if I make it, it is started showing me in red color, right? And the rest thing is this family. I will just open this family. And then the very first thing I will create the subcategory in the object style, naming the elements above the same one. And then I'm making the color as red. Okay. Then I will select display simple extrusion and change the subcategory, which I have created. This is element above. Okay. One thing is done. And now I have to deal it with these bolts. This is again a nested family. I'll have to open this family again. Yeah, that's okay. I don't want to remove the constants. So you see, now you have to do it something interesting, because if you select each and everything, select all will not allow you to put the change the subcategory, right? So you have to do it manually. First of all, I'll have to create the subcategory in this bold elements above, and I'm going to change this in red color. Okay. One more
if
thing.
we are creating separate object,
Yeah.
subcategory as a bold,
Yeah.
if we can control as a separately.
Yeah. In this family also, I have to create, in every family, we have to create the subcategories. If I go to the visibility graphics, now you see the subcategory elements above is now visible. I am going to make it turn it off. We'll show you that how it is working. For example, if I'm selecting this nut, okay, this is simple extrusion and nothing. I'm going to put it in the elements above, so it will be turned off. So this is how you can control that whether it has been set to the right category or not. Now you have to select the things individually. Yeah, this is again a family, okay? So we have to deal it little later. This is some model line maybe. And then subcategory again. This is not going to be deal with this because this is I think line. And
Invisible now.
yeah. So
That's invisible.
this is already invisible, so it is not going to be visible, right? So now I have to deal it with this spiral things. This is again a family, another family, right? So let us first deal it with this. This is not bearing any.
Applying one element in this group, it will apply full law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I will select this family, edit this family, and have this subcategory. So it will applicable to all because this is a array item. I'm going to open this family first.
We need to add the subcategory inside of the family or what is the thing?
In all the families and all the nested families, to have that subcategory. Then only it will work. So you see in this thing also I have to, because
like,
there are
like a parameter, no?
Exactly, the nested parameter will be started working, right? Again, I am going to make it the red one, elements above, okay? And now I'm going to put this all, this and this to the subcategory which I have created. Now this has become red. And what about this?
Reference line.
Yeah, this is the reference line. If I turn the elements above off here, so everything is turned off, right? So I'm going to load it back. And what was the earlier family name is? This is nut and bolt. So I have to load it in the nut and bolt. So we have to be very careful while loading. Then which family we are going to go. We have to load it into nut and bolt without saving, because this once I load it, it will solve the purpose existing parameter values. You see everything has turned to the right, red. Now the top one is left actually. If I turn it back, now this is another family. Okay, I have to open this. Let me turn on the thin lines, and there are different solids, maybe 3 solids. Yeah. First, I have to create the subcategory named elements above and make it red color. The red color I am doing purposely just to check whether things have been placed in the right subcategory.
Only for the identification.
Exactly. And then later on, you can change it. This is again the elements above. All of the things have been set to the red color. Now I'm going to load it again in nut and bolt, the same family. Don't want to save it. Overwrite the existing version. Now you see everything has been turned to red. If I select and turn it off, yeah. If I select all, turn it off. Now let everything get back and then turn it on. This is the main family. Now in this family, everything is bearing the subcategory, which is
Okay. One doubt. If you already turned off in the element above now, in that case, at that time also the nut, both nuts are visible.
yeah, basically, this is not actually belonging to this family. So this is this is a generic model. So again, if you see here, so here you have not controlled the generic model. This is only for the structural connection.
I got it because the
Yeah.
category.
Yeah, exactly. This belongs to a different category, which is generic model.
Mm.
So in the
Okay,
model, in the project, you have to deal with three categories: structural framing, connections, and the generic models. So there are three categories which you have to deal. Now I'm going
So
to
until that reduce the category number, we have to put all into same category.
same category. Exactly.
Mm.
So now that bolt which we
Okay.
have created, we have to load it in connection plate. See, this has to be loaded into what? The connection plate. This is the connection plate family. I'm going to load it and don't want to save this. Now this has been loaded. Now everything will be bearing that structural connection. You see, everything has turned to red, right? I'm going to finish it. So I'm done with this one plate family. And then we'll have to see on the left in which here we have to load it, which is MS steel PEB frame, right? So I have to load it again. MS steel PEB frame. I'm going to load this without saving. I don't want to save the original family. However, you can save it back if you want. So now everything will become red. So there are many nested families, so it is taking relatively more time. Yeah, you see, everything has turned to red now here in this plate, as well as in this plate. If you want to control the visibility of this as well, so you can also change it to the subcategory. Do you want to see it in the level 00 in the first level, or you don't want to see it?
No name. We need only the base plate only the
Okay.
base plate of the core.
So select these
That
two
is
because these are the extrusions belonging to the structural framing family only. Just change the subcategory elements above. So this will also basically this is joined to this, so this is also hiding this actually. You see,
Now for that this
Or-
we have to
we have to unjoin this. Now if you change the subcategory now, so it will only change the subcategory of this, and accordingly you have to unjoin this as well, this one. So we'll have to change the subcategory here again. If I'm now loading it to the project level 3, project 3. I'm sorry.
the 2D elements so we can put into the subcategory.
Yeah, that can also be put into the subcategory, but I think that there has to be a different category. We'll have to see. Now you see in the project, all the red parts are belonging to the elements above category. Now what you can do, you can just simply go to the visibility graphics, and there are three categories. First one was the structural framing, the original family category. This is the structural framing. You just expand and turn off the elements above. Okay, this is one. And then again, there are three categories. The second one is the structural connection. This is, I guess, structural connections. Yes. Again, you have to go elements above. And then the last one is the generic model. Again, you have to go and then you have to turn it off in the level 00. So now you are not seeing anything which is beyond the limit. Still, there is something visible, which is, I think we have, yeah. However, if you go to the level 1, you see everything. But what is this this thing? I'll have to see in the 3D view.
There is two plates are there.
Okay, okay. There's two plates. The other plate also will have to put in the right category. There are two plates. The first one is coming from the family. However, the other one is the extrusion. On this side as well as on the other side, there are two extrusion. So we'll have to select and then change the subcategories and then load it back. Okay, now I'll just check the level 0. Now it's fine, perfectly fine. It is only showing the base plate of the footing, the base one. Okay, and it is not showing anything else. And on the level 1, it is showing everything. Now we can change the color because we have manually changed it. Just go to the structural framing. We don't want to see the red color.
Level 1, we need firm line, no? Which is the full frame we need to show.
Which
This
one?
is due to the view range.
This
In
one?
level 1, we need,
In level 1, okay.
which means I think this is due to the view range issue. Because the level height of that one is more than this.
It's going up.
But then, okay, this is okay, very good things. Yeah, we don't know about this one, the subcategory. What is the issue of this? We did not control these things with the view range. What is the issue? All other elements are controlling by the view range, no? If we place one column or we in the
Yeah, but there are certain yeah, you are absolutely right. But there are certain constraint in with the Revit template itself. It actually work well with the cut plane and the top. All of the view range will work for most of the building elements. But if you notice any in place family, it will not fall under the view range category because if you make anything and if any part of the in place family is falling within the cut plane, it will show the entire family. It is not going to
that
cut
is
any.
I'm facing these things many of the family, which is we are creating the outside of the
This happens.
from
Yeah, this happens.
with
So
the generic, mainly the generic model and then converting to the other category. It will
yeah,
show full. If we have two level,
yeah,
but there is no constraint the level things.
yeah. That is something Revit is it doesn't allow but it also there
Okay,
can.
but we can control that.
Yeah, with
This
the
is
help
better
of
option.
this subcategory, we can control anything. We have a very
These subcategory things is applicable for our family. You know, we can use these things in each and every family.
anywhere. Yes, anywhere. In the object style, you can go just in any category, you can create the subcategory.
This is good because otherwise we are using so many visibility parameters that we will control like that on off like that.
If you want me to share this family, which has already been set to the subcategory, I can share. Otherwise, you can create your own.
No, we can create.
You can create, yes. It will be great if you can create.
Because we have to try the trial also, no?
Yeah, that is
If
very
we are
important.
creating, we will get some stack or mistake. We can find out that one. No, what is the issues?
Exactly. So
Okay.
this is about the portal frame subcategory. Okay.